Zach LaVine is supposedly questioning his role with the Chicago Bulls. And I think that's interesting because Zach LaVine this year, it's definitely been not what he's wanted. And Zach LaVine, the whole question is he the same guy, this or that, the Bulls, okay? And if anything, the Bulls right now, the team is 16-21. All right. And this is a squad that now they recently lost back-to-back games to the Cavs after, beating the Bucks and the Pistons. And you got Zach LaVine over here, who's averaging 22.7 points. Basically, his numbers are a little bit down compared to the year before. And this is the quote coming from Casey Johnson of NBC Sports Chicago. Said Bulls guard Zach LaVine privately has questioned his role standing amongst the franchise in a Monday edition of the Bulls Talk podcast. This comes from Alex Sabri of Clutch Points. Johnson said, quote, I sourced that out. The Athletic started it. Then I did some checking. Zach's a professional. He's a team player, but he's got a lot of confidence in himself. This is not like him being jealous of DeMar DeRozan. He knows how good DeMar DeRozan is, end quote. And it's really over here, Zach LaVine probably thought he was going to be the guy. And as of late, this is DeMar's team. And it's probably not the nicest thing to see your name always in trade rumors because, so the NBA player, these guys work off of confidence. And obviously enough, you want them to be getting hot. And for me, I think right now, when you look at the Bulls, this is a team that, hey, they had championship expectations. We thought last year was a fluke. And I know all this has to be taken with a grain of salt because there's no Lonzo Ball. But at some point, when does it not become about Lonzo Ball and it becomes like, okay, the guys who are even available on the court, they're not performing up to standards. And Zach LaVine over here, everyone said that the day he signed that contract, it became an eyesore. So if that's true, what's the next step here? Does he leave? Does he stay? What do you do? Because clearly you have somebody who is discontent with what you're doing here. When you have someone who's discontent, this is a guy that 2 years ago was shooting 51% from the field almost and 42% from three, averaging 27.4 points. We haven't seen that guy since. And even the year before that, okay, he's had seasons where he's actually been a decent plus defender. Not saying elite, but at least a plus defender. And that defense is somewhat gone. Again, raises questions. What's going on here? And for me, I think you look at this and what's the right answer? I don't know what it is. For me, obviously, no trade's going to come this season. In my mind, that's not happening. Zach LaVine is not going to go on. And all this comes from that, December 20th, Shams Charania and Darnell Mayberry said that Zach LaVine and the Bulls aren't seeing eye to eye. And, he had a good game following that. But it's obvious that, there's obviously this distress on this team. And there's a palpable feeling across different parts of the Bulls franchise that LaVine's situation might just get more and more frustrating as time grows and passes because, obviously he wants to have this figured out and he doesn't want to continue to play with all this background noise. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of this? And do you think this situation can be remedied? And,